Sonic thinks he's won because he destroyed all my generators. Well, the mind control cannon is full enough for what it has to do. I will have the last laugh!
The last laugh? How is laughing last special? Isn't that like being the slowest one to get the joke?
Yeah, I laugh last all the time. People look at me like I'm an idiot. Forget about it.
Still got a little bit of smarm and sass to him. Old Orbot.
You talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here, so I must be talking to you. Why haven't we fixed...
Let's just have a Goodfellas reference in our Sonic game. Let's just reference the Goodfellas.
What does that even mean? Oh, never mind.
See how much you benefit from having
Have only one thing.
henchmen for Eggman to bounce off of? Yeah, so I guess in a way it's sort of trying to do like a Sonic Adventure 2 thing where he's got the Eclipse cannon here, only instead of firing a laser it's gonna fire a mind control ray. Honestly, I think Eggman's plan was a little unclear and silly, but this definitely strikes me as a Sonic Adventure 2 callback, where he's trying to fire a big laser at the planet with his Eclipse cannon here. But oh no, that robot arm from way back in the beginning of the game. Sonic I hit the moon! Eclipse cannon. How is the moon intact? What's going on with the moon? Didn't he blow up the moon back in Sonic Adventure 2? But it's whole. Why do you fucking care? It's not that big a deal. Shut the fuck up. But that does kind of crack me up, how, like...
Happening! It's backfiring! Impossible!
Slapstick.
Yo, what do you mean impossible? Your plans have been crushed by Sonic for like, ever. He stopped building against his job or something. In fact, I can't remember a plan he didn't stop.
You haven't been around that long,
What are you
Cubot.
talking about? He hasn't stopped all of them.
Name one.
We need to pay attention, pal.
Thank you, buddy! Hey, my voice! It's back! All right!
There's the sweet sound
See?
of my auditory
He
process.
loves his buddy! They're buddies! Good job, buddy! Oh, I love your voice! That's cute! That's a great relationship for the henchman comedy duo to have.
Sonic!
Today for effort, that's for sure!
They really toned down his voice later, don't worry about it. So here's the final area of the game. We're running back down the space elevator. That kind of cracks me up, how Sonic foiled Eggman's scheme way back in the beginning of the game and didn't even realize it. That's really funny. From the first boss fight where he fought that, like Ferris wheel robot back in the very beginning, who you calling nothing? Game was over. You could have just gone home. He totally unintentionally and without even realizing it foiled the entire scheme. Game was kind of over after that, and everything after that was just him having a good time saving his alien buddies. That's hilarious. I love that shit. Like, Eggman's plan has been foiled, and they don't even realize it. That cracks me the fuck up.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Good, so it's not just me.
When I feel the ground shaking under my feet and see plumes of dust rising and rubble tumbling and aliens running for their lives, yeah, I get a bad feeling. So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
This isn't joke time. This is running to the space elevator time.
It's called a coping mechanism, Tails.
We're out of here!
Yeah, we're running now.
It's called a coping mechanism! That just always cracks me up, the idea of, like, Sonic isn't like a goody two-shoes hero, I'm a save the world and do the right thing kind of guy. He just fucks with Eggman because fuck Eggman. Like, he's not trying to save the world, he's trying to save his little animal buddies. He's not trying to stop him from taking over the planet. He's just like, I'm gonna bust up your toys because that's a good time to me. That's what I have a fun time doing. Like, he never found out what Eggman's plot was, really. He found out, like, I'm gonna mind control the planet or whatever. God damn it! It's fucking, like, hiccups in the road. Like, he had no idea that, like, oh, I'm gonna fire the Eclipse Cannon. And then it got foiled, and he didn't even know it was happening. That cracks me up, I'm sorry. That's great. That is Sonic. He's not some goody two-shoes hero guy. He's I'm gonna run around and have a good time, and it just so happens that foiling your evil schemes is what a good time is for me. Again, this guy always kind of fucks me up. For some reason, something about him always kind of throws me off my game. Like, literally, Eggman was about to fire off his evil mind control beam, and Sonic was having a party with his alien buddies, and is having a good time. Oh, fuck. Come on. That was like instantaneous. Like, he didn't even realize it was about to kick off. And then Eggman kicks it off, and like, Sonic already fucked it up by accident way earlier. That's hilarious. That's pretty emblematic of Sonic in a lot of ways, I feel like. Necessarily speaking. Ah, god damn it. The timing! If you miss one, you're just fucked. I don't think you can get that entire line, I'm not sure. Now. And I do like the idea behind this final sequence of running back down the space elevator that you took to get here in the first place. It reminds me of like when look at the prawns falling in front of the screen, by the way. And their little spaceman suits. How at the beginning of the game, when they were riding the space elevator up, Sonic was like, "This ain't you call this fast?" Now he's running down at his own speed. Let's compare and contrast. Which is faster, Sonic or the space elevator? Right? In a way, this is almost easier to deal with than the lasers. There we go. It's kind of hard to keep track of which lasers are going off when you get far enough away from them. Yeah, for some reason, this guy always gives me trouble. See, like, I have no idea... Oh, I'm, like, outrunning the lasers, well, which is pretty funny. And once again, Eggman is so not a threat to Sonic at all. Because again, as I pointed out, at this point, regular Sonic is just as powerful, if not more so, as Super Sonic was back in the timeline of Sonic Adventure. Where Sonic is at now is there. So like, Eggman is just so nothing for him. By his standards, like, Eggman is just not even remotely a problem for him at this point. Like, literally, Eggman is so not a threat to Sonic that he's foiling his evil schemes by accident. He has foiled Eggman's evil scheme without even realizing what it was or what he did to foil it. That shit cracks me up, I'm sorry.
Leaving so soon.
There are no lines, and I've saved the best rides for last. At least let me stab your hand so you can come back in.
I know you're trying to be clever with this whole amusement park pun thing, but it's just coming off lame.
Oh, Sonic,
Say you're
fuck
going to
you.
destroy us and stop embarrassing yourself.
That's hypocritical.
Sonic! Not only do you foil my plans, but you foil my speeches as well! I work hard on them! No
Sonic, you have been making dumb puns this whole game.
And I will be victorious! Is that better?
Like a million times.
Look, he's putting a hand in front of Tails to protect his buddy.
He's
So,
special!
anyway.
He's powered by the energy from your little friends! He is invincible! So I'd say it's...
Why are you calling it a he? Robots don't have genders.
I have to admit I'm a little scared. I don't think we can beat this guy.
Who's we?
See you on the ground, buddy.
Sonic, no!
Just got one last thing to do.
Oh, how out of character!
You.
Oh, the fucking Happy Tree Friends writer just don't get Sonic's character. You gotta play Sonic in the Black Knight. That's a game that really... So, like, there's the payoff. I've been running into these tutorial prompts the whole game. There's the payoff. Now he can't give us a tutorial because he's in the fucking... space elevator and he's like losing reception. Yeah, okay. Oh no, Sonic, I don't think we can beat him. It's like, do you fucking know me? Like, Tails, have you been paying attention? I don't know if you've necessarily been paying attention here, buddy, but I can fucking handle it. I am not unconfident. I am well aware of my capabilities in regards to dealing with Eggman's bullshit. Thank you very much. And isn't it refreshing to have a final boss? That's what I was thinking of. To have a final boss of a Sonic game where it's Eggman. We're not fighting Perfect Chaos, we're not fighting Dark Gaia, we're not fighting the final hazard. It's just Eggman and his big dumb robot. We're fighting Eggman and a big dumb robot, and that's the final boss. Isn't that cool? Like, isn't that great to have a Sonic final boss that's that? I don't know, that makes me kind of happy. Also notice, we are knocking the wisps out of him, and now they're following behind us. Oh, damn. Mixing and matching, even I can't do that. Oof. That one always seems like a little finicky. There we go. And again, we're not even Supersonic. Because why would we need to be Supersonic? It's just Eggman. It's the same Eggman as big dumb robots that Sonic has beaten countless times before. Of course he doesn't need to be Supersonic to take down Eggman. It's not a big deal. Listen to the music. Once again, the orchestral rendition of the theme song as our final boss music. And like with Sonic Unleashed, I would say look up the music. I'm running wild, living fast and free. Got no regrets inside of me. Not looking back.
Final color blaster.
On running, reach for the stars. Although they look pretty far. Isn't that great to have a final boss where it's just Eggman, just fighting him with Sonic? Like, really the only advantage that he had outside of his normal abilities is he knocked his Wisp buddies out of him and was running through with all of the Wisps throughout the game following behind, emulating the title screen, the press start title screen. Go back to that title screen, it was that. All of the Wisps were falling behind, helping him out in that final battle. The final battle that didn't necessitate Supersonic to beat him. Just saying. I think that's great. That makes me really happy. That's so is awesome to me. And again, orchestral rendition of the theme, just like with Sonic Unleashed, because that's the thing now, I guess. I quite like it. Again, look up on YouTube, like, the final boss music. It's just an orchestral reach that starts. And I think it's great. And now there's a black hole. Well, Sonic's fastest thing alive, but a black hole ain't alive, necessarily saying. So, is he faster than a black hole? Oh, the one time that Sonic's like, uh-oh, right? And once again, people going like, oh, Sonic's a character. Here he is going, oh, gee, a black hole. Let's, like, maybe, oh, fuck off, seriously. Like, gee, maybe this will present itself as a problem. I do not understand what people are complaining about with the quote-unquote writing in this game. Oh, Sonic's so out of character. Do not get it. This might not end well. Jump for it! Can he do it? Can the fastest thing alive outrun a black hole? Nope. I like that too. Like, hey, Sonic might be a wish fulfillment, power fantasy, Mary Sue, but he can't outrun a fucking black hole, people. Come on. Look at the Wisps getting pushed for SummerSlam. Like, for all the talk of these people being like, oh, Sonic's out of character, oh, he's a Mary Sue, oh, blah, blah, blah. Vulnerable Sonic, here we see him, he couldn't do the thing.
Man, I can't believe
Just saying.
you through that.
Like you thought I wouldn't?
The only thing I was thinking about was getting pushed into an elevator.
Well, a hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta do.
So out of character.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I had a little help during that last part.
And now somehow the black hole is turning the Nega Wisps back into regular Wisps. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Again, the whole drama with the Wisps was not a priority of the console version. And again, the DS version had a different final boss. Where, again, Eggman got supplanted as the final boss. And you fight some weird...
Welcome.
Oh, you bow!
For saving us.
He says, you are welcome.
That thing's translating pretty good.
Yep, I finally got all the kinks out. We can talk to them perfectly now. Oh, great. He says, goodbye, my friends, I have to go.
I have to go. My
Just
planet
got this
needs
thing
me.
working.
Better late than never, buddy. Right on.
Oh, it just makes me happy. Like, I can't, like... That's the thing about this game. Like, that's the reason I'm, like, best Sonic. Cause, like, oh, man. I like how the space elevator's still there. I like the song, but I'm gonna have to talk over it. And I do like Izuka. How do you pronounce your fucking last name, dude? Mario Kishimoto. Normally I like little credits mini games, but I'm gonna just put down the controller real quick. So I can get final thoughts kind of thing. Like, that, like, more than any other Sonic game, and that's why I say this is the best Sonic game. Because it just makes me so happy. I play this game with just this pure, genuine smile on my face from beginning to end. It just it fills me with this happiness from beginning to end. Even like when you like, oh god, it just makes me feel happy. Speak with your heart. Tell me out the other end. I won't try to understand. Like the song, but gotta ignore it. After this. Don't fall apart. Speak with your heart. And always kick it with you right from the start. I like the song. I like Reach for the Stars. I like this song. I like this whole game. This game is just so great. It's like the one song, like every other Sonic game, I'll be like, it's not perfect. There's plenty of flaws. This game, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I definitely wouldn't say it's a perfect game. My definition of a game being perfect is kind of unique, I guess. But to me, like, what flaws? Like, there's no, I can't think of anything bad to say about this game. It's just a pure joy from beginning to end. Like, literally the only thing is, like, maybe sometimes they can be a little heavy on the jokes for a minute, and sometimes they don't land. That's it! Like, during all those cutscenes, like, I'm genuinely laughing. Like, it really is appealing to my sense of humor. I think it's fucking funny. I am laughing at the fucking humor. And it has such... Yeah, Ken Pontac, Warren Graff. Thank you. Those are the Happy Tree Friends guys. Don't fall apart. Speak with your heart. And always take it with you right from the start. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's like, if you're, again, it's very arcadey, and it's like, you are kind of meant to replay the game, but if you're just going through the story, it's a crisp, like, 3-4 hour game. I knew it was gonna be a really short one I could just burn through. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Don't fall apart. Speak with your heart. And always take it with you right from the start. Like, it just, like, it's the title really is emblematic. It's so colorful. It makes me feel like a kid again. I play this game and I feel the same feelings that I had when playing Sonic 2 back on the Genesis. Like, it's aiming right for my inner child, and it fucking nails it with the bullseye. My inner child is just doing backflips and jumping jacks whenever I play this game. Sushi, beat on BE, whatever. I can't think of a single, like, all of the levels are really interesting. There's 44 levels. All of them have they really take the chance to, like, do interesting, like, gimmicks with each level. It really does bring my mind to, like, Mario games, where each level is built around using a specific power or a specific unique player interaction with the level design to go through it that isn't replicated anywhere else. Each level is a different, unique, interesting, and incredibly creative, like, from like either race or obstacle course or maze or kind of a puzzle to get through. Like you can just feel the creativity and energy bursting out of the seams with this game. From every aspect to it, from the story, which really does feel like they kind of went with a back to basics approach. Oh goodness. There we go. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you're kind of meant to be running around beating up the credits during this. Although they look pretty fun. Like that. Again, I'd rather just focus on giving my thoughts. Oh. Like, just every part of this game makes me feel, like, so fucking uplifted. And it's such a joy playing this game. Every time I play this game, I just have the biggest smile on my face. I can't think of anything I would complain about with it. And I do not get what people's problems with the Wisps are. I'm sorry. The only bad thing about the Wisps is their name. I used to have a speech impediment. I could not say Wisps. Wisps. Hold on. Yeah, buddies! That's pretty fun. And, like, people, like, have a problem, like, whenever they show up in the series after. Like, you have people, like, really being negative and frustrated at the idea of the Wisps being in Sonic Forces, and I really don't see the big deal. I do not get what the problem with them is. What? Like, you just don't like that they're in the game? I don't get it. That's why I don't get the people who say, like, oh, I don't like Sonic Colors. Oh, because of the Wisps. Oh, the writing. Oh, there's too many 2D sections. What the fuck are you talking about? What fucking reptile planet are you from where these are bad things? What? I don't even understand what you're fucking saying. Where all these are complaints, these are flaws against the game that make it bad. What are you fucking talking about? Like, I really did feel like that genuine sense of deep-seated confusion and like a complete lack of understanding. Any other Sonic game, literally any other Sonic game, if you want to tell me I don't like that game because, like, if you're a real human being and you have actual complaints about the game, and you go like, I don't like the game because of this, this, and this, I'd understand. I get it. Every game has flaws, and whether or not you like it, the colors feel so right. Keep my feet on the ground, I keep on running. Oh, I can feel it now. The colors all around. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars. Just take my hands, we'll do it right, oh yeah. Like any other game, I would get it. Like, I very much have a belief that, like, everything has flaws, and whether or not you like it is just a matter of if those flaws get in the way of the positive quality. Like, if you can't enjoy a game because you just can't get over those flaws, I get it, and I understand, and I like, that's a blameless reaction, I totally understand. But with this game, like, what flaws? I genuinely don't understand how anyone could not like this game. The things you're complaining about aren't complaints. What? Like, they're not flaws. This game, like, it's flawless. I literally can't think of a single bad thing to say about it. Like, minor nitpicks, sure, but, like, what are you talking about? This is, like, the one game where I'm like, I don't get it. This is the best game in the series. Every other game I can think of, like, if you wanted to say the game is bad and you can't get into it because of this reason, I'd be like, come on, just get the fuck over it, dude. But fine, okay, you can't get over it. That's fine. You don't like it. What in this game is there to not like? I legitimately and sincerely don't understand. This game is fantastic. from beginning to end. You start the game, you press start, you're playing the game. The cutscenes are funny, and they communicate this wonderful sense of genuine personality and friendship between the characters, and I think it's hilarious. The comedy works for me. For the most part, some are duds, but you can say that about anything. When you're going to have that high frequency of jokes per minute, you're going to have some that are duds. Every single level is unique and creative. It really feels like the level designers and the developers really just had a ball when, it feels like the kind of thing where, every single person who worked on the game could put their suggestion in a hat and be like, this is what I think we should have a level where this happens, and they put it in. I love again, it carries on I like how the Chaos Emeralds are optional. I don't like how you have to get all the red rings in order to unlock the Chaos Emeralds, but that's an issue of fuck it, the Chaos Emeralds are optional. You don't have to get them. That's not a big deal. That's for completionists. That is a bonus reward for completionists. Awesome, you know? That doesn't appeal to me, so I'm never gonna get me Supersonic in this or Lost World, but fine. That's not something I would say is a flaw. That's a difference of opinion sort of a thing. I like how the final boss is... I like how the story is going back to basics and doesn't have the Chaos Emeralds as a part of the main story. And it's just Sonic and Tails fighting Eggman. And the final boss is, you're not Super Sonic. And you're just bashing him with regular Sonic. Isn't that, that's wonderful. I don't know. Because of course he wouldn't need to go Super Sonic to beat Eggman anymore. I mean, come on! At this point, Sonic is just so beyond the need for that when it comes to just Eggman on his own. Super Sonic's something you pull out when you're dealing with an otherworldly threat. But anyway, I love Tails. I love the voice acting. Finally, we have a Sonic game with good voice acting. God, we haven't had that since the beginning, have we? It took I think eventually Jason Griffith grew into his role, but every other character was really inappropriate and didn't fit at all and wasn't great. God, Jesus. I don't see it. This is the one game where I'm if you don't like this game, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I know it's just your opinion, but your opinion's wrong. This is the best Sonic game. I would not put any other Sonic game over this. Not the Genesis games. This is the pinnacle. Even after this, nothing, I wouldn't say Sonic Generation has flaws that I would say make it a not as good game compared to this one. I can't think of a single other game that I would put over Sonic Colors. Maybe Sonic Forces will pull it out, I don't know. But, just goddamn, this game is wonderful. Best game. I love this game. It makes me feel so happy playing this game. Come on, man.
Put your backsides into it.
Technically, we don't have backsides, boss.
I don't care. Just push. We have to hurry. I already have my revenge planned out, and next time I will not fail.
Of course you won't, boss. Of course you won't. On the bright side, a certain someone got their voice back.
I feel like my own self! All I want to do is talk! Hey, remember when we were chasing those little alien guys? What's up with those things anyway? They sure were funny looking! Smell that dope?
What I wouldn't give for the maddening silence of space right about now.
Don't worry, Eggman. Maybe you'll get abducted by some weird otherworldly cosmic force that you'll be able to enslave and utilize to break the space-time continuum. Or something. I don't know. Just off the top of my head as a possibility. Space! And then they found the space orb from Portal 2.
Sega.
So that's Sonic Colors. Again, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna add any qualifiers, and if you disagree, you're wrong. This is the best Sonic game. It's all downhill from here. Like, I can't even make it yeah, see? Here's the final color splash attack that he used to beat Eggman at the very end there. So just delightful! Just a delightful, wonderful, fantastic, superb joy of a game that fills me with glee every time I play it. Of course, now that we've established this new era of Sonic with these new priorities, I guess you could say, and this new style of gameplay, and truly have left behind the old formulas and striven forward with something truly new and uniquely Sonic. I think it's time we paid our respects and tribute to the previous generation.